Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Sunday night game, the Kindred of Savannah. Now, I know it's been a few weeks, but we're all here. We're somewhat healthy, and I think we're ready to jump into tonight's episode. Before we do, of course, I do want to give the shout out that I usually give out to Roll20, which allows us, to see this nice little map that had our players trying to determine the path of a rogue vampire, which I believe they found last week, but I will let somebody else give you that little update here in a moment. But Roll20 allows me to bring in maps, build maps, put in certain little setups so that my players have immersion, and that they can actually have an idea of what combat's going on, who's in what position and where they're going. It allows you as a viewer to watch and see what's going on. We have miniatures that are created through Hero Forge. If you haven't had a chance, go to check out heroforge.com. It allows you to create a custom mini. You can make, I believe you guys are discussing changes that may have come up recently. Or new things you can do with your character. Or is it just something in general you guys were goofing off with a minute ago? Anyway, Hero Forge allows you to create a custom miniature. You can have them made and sent to you. It could be anywhere from a basic miniature for a tabletop game to a statuette about 6 inches tall. With that, you can create them in any pose, with gear, weaponry. It can be modern, could be future, could be fantasy. But if you're a subscriber, you can turn around and make that miniature that you've created on their website into a digital copy that you can use in your digital games. On top of that, we also have GUI Cube, who is a sponsor of ours for our 5th edition D&D game, but they're pretty much a sponsor for ours, period. If you haven't had a chance to, go check out GUICube.com. They've created a world called Zyothe. Zyothe is a 5th edition world. Well, it's a world they've created, but most of the stats and stuff were created based off the 5th edition idea. The world has also been expanded upon over the last, say, 3 years by the community. DMs and players alike have been able to put in what they want, things that they like to see in the game, into the world of Zyothe. So who knows? Somebody may have built a tavern that you'll run into on, Darkenhaven, or an outpost out in the middle of the swamp somewhere. If you get a chance, check out GoogleCube.com and see what they have. We will be doing the Chapter 4 eventually with a little bit of a roster change due to other players not being able to make it. We also have Extra Life down below. I don't want to forget that. That is one of the most important things that I need to point out is Extra Life. Extra Life allows you to give to the Children's Miracle Network as well as the children's hospitals to help out children in need. We leave our system running year long so that when you can and you'd like to, you're able to give. You don't have to wait for some special weekend or some special event. You can year long click on that link and we have a direct line so you can help out. We also have a website down there you can click on. Marcus has been working on that. I believe it's still under construction with some other changes we're working on. We're constantly evolving. So once it's done, even when it's not done, go on there, click it, check it out, and if you have any feedback you'd like to give, shoot Marcus a message on Twitch when we're online. We also have, being that it's Twitch, as long as you're watching our program, whether it be our Wednesday night game or Friday night game or tonight, or any time that I'm streaming some sort of game that I may be playing at the time, you can collect bubbles, which is what we call them because it's a little circle down at the bottom that looks kind of like a bubble. The more you collect, the more you can spend in our D&D game, which we don't have anything set up for Vampire the Masquerade, nor do we have anything set up for organized play, but Robert gets the joy of being the one who has to deal with those points being spent on Friday nights. You can collect those points and you can spend them for different items on our Friday night games, but stay tuned. Eventually we may end up having something we'll put in that you can spend those points on for our other games. We just haven't agreed upon something yet. Other than that, I think that's it as far as announcements concerned, unless anybody else has anything they'd like to add.
Nope.
Cricket sounds and Robert's note tells me that that's a negative. So, I know it's been a few weeks. I know what y'all did. But would one of you like to inform our viewers as to what happened on on night 13 of you being freshly turned vampires?
Well, could, but then that would remind you on what we did, and therefore you change it to hurt us.
Well,
I'm already going to change it to hurt you anyway because you said something.
We found a rogue vampire and turned him over to the sheriff.
yeah. We were out searching when we saw, all the groups patrolling, and then the motorcyclists bolt off, and then we found the area where he had attacked, and then we tracked him down to a dumpster, staked him. Sheriff was showing up, so me and Angel left, talked our way out of a couple other kindred that were there, took the camera they had with words, and then left. Something happened to the poor vampire. Who knows? Probably died. But
he got a nice sun bath.
yes, but we did get a number to call the prince to have a meeting. But Angel's smooth words fixed that whole issue. So they just have a knowledge of what we look like, but they don't have a picture of us anymore, or anything else that's on that camera. Because we turned that over to Christoph, and then I think that's really about all we did.
Quarters.
I did kill a dude trying to steal Angel's bike. Judd did help me take care of that, though.
Yes.
And then, Angel brought some guests home.
And we left off, you guys were doing something else. You guys were discussing certain things? Or was that, I think maybe that was off stream. You guys were discussing trying to find a place for a home.
Coterie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Marcus, I was trying to point out to you in the chat there, what you shared did not go all the way through, so I will copy it here. And I will share it for you.
Email address, yeah.
There
If you
you
guys
go.
have suggestions, that's where you can reach me at. Marcus at rollhit.com.
Okay, so I believe you were told to go home or whatever and get you some rest out and ended your night, did we not?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
You guys
was at the apartments, and then he was going to bring some people home to have a party with and feed, of course.
Yes, I believe you guys were on the verge of the party. I figured we'd just go ahead and let you guys, we'll let the two of you tell us how that party went.
I'm not hungry. Well, I am hungry, but I'm not as hungry as I, could be. I
So-
didn't
You
kill
know
anybody.
anybody?
I didn't kill anybody. I've got that 1 point of hunger.
Come on, don't be bashful. Come join us. There's
Party.
plenty of us here.
I've already killed enough people tonight.
There's no killing.
Yeah, I know.
It's all love here, man. It's all love.
He'll take part in the feeding, but that's about it.
Marcus was like, look, just fade to fucking black already.
No. I'll pull out some
Turn the lights off.
recreational things.
Kurt's like, I'm done.
Just turn the lights off.
Draw out some lines for some of the recreational things. And
Yeah, so, you got a room full of drugged out humans and you guys feed in whatever form or fashion you wish to. Judd, on your way back home, anything that you need to add?
he shows up as our stripper
I'm
cop.
trying to remember if I had said I wanted to just speak to my sire before
You
I
did
left.
put a message or something out, I believe, but
That's right. I put a
there
message back.
wasn't a
and-
response yet.
Yeah, then I went home.
All right, and you guys did leave one key ingredient out of your talking your way out of the biker gang.
Yeah, we may or may not have mentioned that we're with Just a Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that may or may not have been mentioned, which may or may not have a bearing on things that may happen in the near future.
I did not say I was with.
Have we
Anyway.
insinuated?
You don't think it might have been heavily insinuated?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. So the rest of your night seems to go somewhat uneventful, other than, of course, whatever activities you guys are doing for your feeding and rest and relaxation. So we'll start our 14th night. So once you guys give me a let's wake up deal.
Let's wake up to you.
I woke up.
Looks like Judd is a tad bit hungry. Must be the fact that he didn't go and party with the two of you is why he's hungry.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
So I will down a bloat bag just to yawn and get rid of that.
the two of you wake up. The apartment is currently a mess. Granted, half the people you invited over to your little party are gone. Yeah. They, woke up sometime during the day and did the whole walk of shame on the way out. But you've got a couple that stayed around because, maybe they were drained in some fashion. So they're still a little under the weather or tired.
I'll grab some orange juice out of the fridge and pour in some cups and give them a glass of orange juices. And then kick them out.
Alright.
Such a host.
The ladies don't even have time to get their hair taken care of or get a proper shower. You just give them orange juice and they hit the friggin' bricks.
Fine, I'm sorry, ladies. But you can join me in the shower. I gotta get cleaned up myself if you like. But we need to make this quick. Boss is expecting me in a half hour, so sorry.
Alright, well, while he and, we'll say, two of his partygoers are taking a shower, what does Domenico do?
Gets dressed, and if we're going to be heading anywhere, he'd wait for him. Not in the room, though, probably just in the lounge.
Alright. Now, Judd wakes up. He's a tad bit hungry, so he reaches over and grabs a Capri Sun.
Yes.
To drink. And realizes when he grabs it, it was probably just out of reach, but somehow was within reach. As it apparently was slid across the bench towards your hand.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. You wish to see me?
Yes. I just wanted to tell you that we found, excuse me, that I found your rogue vampire.
Yes, I heard. I also heard some disturbing news of the Justicar's men being there as well.
Well, there were some people that came by when he was taken down, but that's all I know. I mean, I saw some people.
It's kind of a shame. We don't even know what they look like because they absconded with the camera that had their pictures on them.
Okay, Elijah, we've never had to talk about a Justicar. I don't think there's been one in town in the last couple of decades. What do I need to be on the lookout for?
Well, the problem with that is it'll be too late if you were able to notice them.
I see.
There's never been anyone around afterwards to tell exactly what to look for, so the only thing I can tell you is, it'll be the last thing you see if a Justicar was actually in town. And from what I'm hearing, apparently there may be one, so everyone's a tad bit on nerves. On end, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I can imagine that. So yeah, I will stay low then.
Well, you've met these two, have you not?
I have met might not be your best bet on that, but I have seen some new people around. It's not like we went out and had coffee or anything.
He chuckles at the reference of coffee and your particular physical health.
Yeah. We didn't
Well,
share a snack or anything.
they're not. So these two are not the same ones you've been running with.
Oh, no, no.
Then I suggest you be careful. If they are with the Justicar and you seem to be in close proximity to them at some point in time, it may be dangerous for you. Also, things are heating up. Do you remember word of a house fire a few nights ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of our houses.
I see.
Apparently, the Inquisition found them and torched the entire place.
Well, has anyone figured out how the Inquisition and the sheriff knew about the Baron's little all-you-can-eat?
Well, the sheriff has his own people. I'm sure he garnered the information from them. Now, as far as what brought the SI here is still a bit of a mystery. But then again...
It's just that they occurred at the same time.
Are you assuming that they were the same person?
Makes sense.
We'll pass that on to the sheriff and let him know your concerns. They can dig deeper into his mole and find out.
It's just that them both coming at the exact same time, a little too much of a coincidence.
Yes, it's as if somebody planned it that way to cause a... Well...
Yes. And... yeah. So, but that's about all I know. I just wanted to make sure you heard about last night and
Yes, it
you
seems
told me
that
some more things.
apparently there were apparently there were 3 rogue vampires created. All 3 have been staked, which is good. So keep your eyes open for any other rogues that came from that meal. We don't want any more surprises.
Yeah, I understand.
And the prince would most definitely like to meet your friends at some point in time.
I will get on that. I mean, is there a conclave or anything coming up? Or a...
Unfortunately, with the current events we're having, that's not a good idea.
Gotcha.
Like I said, the SI has taken out 1 safe house so far. Not to mention a few random disappearances here and there. Well, don't concern yourself too much with the rogue from last night. As I said, he has been taken care of. He got to see the sunrise one last time.
Well, when you say missing people, do you mean Kine or Kindred?
Kindred, of course. We care nothing for the kind when they disappear.
Okay, just making sure. Just making sure.
I mean, we just chalk it up to being a meal that went too far. As long as it was covered up properly, we don't concern ourselves with it.
Yeah.
As far as Kindred, yes, we are concerned. One of the gang roll over at the chop shop seemed to have lost 1 or 2 of his men the other night. And we've had a few...
They're anarchs, though, aren't they?
The scab, yes, those are anarchs, but I'm saying they've lost some of theirs. We've lost some of ours.
Okay.
And things may be heating up between the 2 factions as well, so watch your back.
Now, I'm not sure if I told you this. Did I tell you about a meeting I just happened to witness over...
Yes, you're referring to the one at the gardens, right?
Yes. Didn't remember
Yes.
if I
I
told
believe you told me that last time we spoke.
Yes. Just wanted to make sure I did tell you. Sometimes I forget.
Not a
Sometimes
problem.
I forget if I've told you, if I already told, grandfather or another ghost.
Grandfather, yes, he seems to stay well hidden when I'm around.
Yes. Yeah, Elijah probably thinks I'm still a little crazy from that one, but but yeah, no, I will try to get them to meet up with Prince as soon as possible.
Like I said, watch your back because things are definitely heating up in town.
Gotcha.
Of course, the killings from that rogue have definitely been taken care of. I mean, if you see a paper today, you will notice.
Okay.
Have a good night. I have other
You too.
business to take care of. And he vanishes.
Okay.
No surprise to you.
Yeah. Yeah. He can do it much better than I can.
It's like he's been doing it for a little bit longer.
Yeah. So, yeah. I will eventually leave. I'll kind of clean up the tomb a little bit. And, then I think I'm just going to start moving toward. I'm going to. Trying to think. I think I will, find a car for the night and mosey on over to downtown. Or, the truth is, there are probably buses that go over that area, so.
Yeah,
Just
it's
go
easy
on
enough.
when somebody else goes on.
Yeah, easy enough. You're able to, find a bus that somebody was leaving late for whatever nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you stopped and asked them why they were near the cemetery this late at night, but maybe they were visiting somebody. You get on the bus, no problem. All right, the other two, you get done with your shower, get cleaned up, kick your guest out.
Yeah. I will mosey on down, pull out $300 I have in my wallet, look for Gloria.
Yeah, the tailor?
No,
No, who's Gloria? Gloria is...
the maid.
Oh.
Gonna hand her $300. Say, I apologize that we had a little too much fun last night. If you and your crew wouldn't mind. Appreciate it.
I mean, a little more fun last night, as opposed to what, at the other nights?
Yeah, more people, more fun. I keep trying to invite you, but you're busy.
I work here, sir. I don't partake in any of the activities that our residents partake in, if you catch my meaning. It's kind of
You
against
don't like the party?
It's against policy.
Oh. Okay. I understand. Yeah. But apparently I did try some baking last night after some drinking and put some white powder on the carpet, so might need some extra cleaning on that.
Baking. In the living room?
Well, I had to.
Was there something wrong with the kitchen amenities?
No,
Was there not enough countertop space?
I had the bag with me. I couldn't read because I'm getting old, my eyesight. So I brought it in there to have someone read to make sure I was making the.
You do realize, sir, we don't really care. We will clean the drugs up out of the carpet for you. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Appreciate
We
that.
have steam cleaners, and you're not the first party animal we've had in this establishment. You're certainly
I'm
not
the
going to be
favorite
the
animal.
last. That is yet to be determined. I mean, you're not the most popular one we've had.
Who's more popular?
Well, I mean, at one point in time, so we had Elvis. And then, of course, there was Prince. I believe even Mr. Jackson stayed here at one point in time.
Oh, they're not.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Huh? Nothing. I need to go talk to, yeah.
I think the last gentleman who created more of a mess than you did was a Mr. Cobain.
Ooh. Was that? Ooh. Yeah, that's.
No, not that mess.
Oh, okay.
Not that mess. I know what mess you were thinking of.
Wasn't gonna comment, but appreciate it, Gloria. Love you. And
As long as you didn't leave any blood in the carpet.
I never leave blood. I'm not Kurt Cobain.
No, no, there wasn't Kurt Cobain who left the blood. It was someone else.
Tyson, huh?
She walks away.
Okay, good.
As if she's tired of talking to you. She's just and just walks away.
I'll swing by Masakana and see if the suits are in.
Yep, they are actually in.
Alright.
Probably a day early, but they're in.
I will pick them up, look at them, thank her for them. It's a her, right?
Yep. Not a problem. Did your friend there, standing behind you, being all dark and moody, did he want something too?
I thought he did. Did he not come by and get measured up by you?
I don't know. Did you?
Me? They've got my measurements from the last time we got a suit.
Yes, but did you
yeah.
actually ask for a... I couldn't remember if you asked for one or not.
I thought I asked for one for him. That any of the extra material to make him a suit, I thought I did.
You might have. It's been how many weeks?
Mm-hmm.
2.
Oh, so he was the gentleman you wanted another suit for?
Yes.
Well, Big Doc and Brooding, would you like to come back this way so we can make sure it fits you?
Sure.
Alright, so you make your way back towards the dressing room area, and before you get like halfway there, she's already trying to, take your jacket or whatever off of you, and she's handing you a bag that's got a suit in it. Here, try this on. I mean, don't dally.
Alright.
He was like that last night too, try to... Something about people taking his clothes off he just has issues with.
Throw the suit on. If they are using the same measurements as last time, it was because there was a flak vest underneath it, so double the protection, I guess?
Well, I suppose
really.
It's on you. But both of you have a suit made of pretty much Kevlar. So it'll cut down on the amount of damage you can take or amount of... We'll figure out the differences between the being shot as far as your damage is concerned.
Yeah,
I think your armor actually gives you like a bonus, so the difference in the dice rolls...
+4.
Right.
For the flak vest.
So even if you do get hit, you got that difference in the dice roll. They hit you with a 9 and you have a 5, then you pretty much will still take no damage because the flak vest or the suit will take up the damage. Or block the damage, however you want to look at it.
Damage tolerance.
Yep, there you go. That word.
I don't know if that's how it works, but that's how it makes sense to work.
Well, the suit is a straight black suit.
I mean, this will work. Yeah? You actually got some fashion sense.
Well, I am a tailor. I mean, that's kind of my job.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, I know this wasn't part of the thing, so she walks back in the back and comes back with a hat. Not a fedora, but what do you call those hats?
Flat caps.
No, give me a second.
Not a trilby?
A boulder. A boulder.
No, it's not a bowler's cap or anything like that.
It's a fez.
Yeah, it's a Pez.
Trucker hat.
I can't remember the name of it. I know it's in my my mind, but okay, so it's not a.
Kind of like an old-timey PI's hat.
Well, it's not the fedora. That's the old-time PI's hat.
Not the black caps that I normally wear, right? The newspaper Tyler.
What? I don't know what that is.
Is it possibly a trilby?
Let me see what a trilby is.
Trilbye.
Are you looking at for one of those English driving caps?
I think the trilby is what I was thinking of. Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of a black trilby.
Okay.
Has no color to it whatsoever to match your suit. Weren't you wearing something similar?
Yeah, something similar.
Where are you at?
Initially.
There you are. No, that's like a biker look.
Yeah, now it is, but initially it was something more like
Yeah,
that.
there it is. I see it in your actual token. I think that's an actual fedora. But yeah, okay, there you go. She hands you a black trilby that goes nice with the suit. In case you're interested. If you're not, I understand. Just thought it would look good.
This will work. This will work just fine.
And you've paid her?
Yes.
Igor, not Igor, yeah.
He paid already
Angel,
for it.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, very well. If there's anything else that I can do for you.
These look great. Yeah, that's right now. No. You have a wonderful night.
Before you go, she reaches back behind the counter and pulls out 2 umbrellas. The kind that look like they're, cane length or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I did hear it may rain this evening, and I hate for you to get your brand new suits all wet. So here you go.
Well, I appreciate it. Look at it. Nice. And I'll kind of do the little 1950s strut out the door.
What do you look like, Charlie Chaplin, or?
Now,
All right, Judd, you need to get a suit now, and then we'll just be the Three Stooges.
Certainly.
Oh, that's her coterie name. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
which one of us is Curly?
You. I mean, you're either Curly or Shemp. You pick.
Okay.
So moving along.
From there.
So you guys got your suits. You're changed into them. You're heading.
I was gonna take bus. Say, hey, we're heading that way. Let me know if you need anything before we get there, and then I'll call up Marcus to get us a ride.
You see that your message was delivered, but there was no response to it at this point in time. X, the gentleman's name at the door. Some pages to go through. Okay, guess I. Another page? Nope. Gilberto makes a phone call as you walk up. Yeah. I was trying to remember what his name was. Gilberto walks up, opens the door for you, and says, I've already called Marcus. He should be here any moment now. I believe you guys You are requiring a ride, correct?
Yes. Thanks, Gil.
No problem. I did find your guest rides home not too long ago, including the two ladies that left just a moment ago. They are
I
safely on their way
appreciate
back to whatever address they gave the Uber driver, so it should be fine.
I appreciate that. Anytime you're got a night off, want to join us, you're more than welcome.
Well, I appreciate that, sir, but of course, it is against company policy for us to fraternize with our guests in that particular way. Our employer frowns upon that highly, and it's terms for, well, it's grounds for termination, if we were to do so.
What about poker night? Join us for that?
If it's not here, I have no problem joining anyone for poker night. I have no problem taking any money you wish to give up.
Oh, you think you're gonna? All right, it's on.
As long as you don't use any of your talents, sir.
Oh, no. I'm not gonna count cards or anything like that.
Yes, those are particularly the talents I was referring to.
Cheating's frowned upon.
Yes.
Yes, cheating
It's a gentleman's game.
Yes, it is. A gentleman's game. So you play fairly, right? No,
Of course.
no tricky things up your sleeves. No strange stares or eye cocking, right?
Correct. And if you're worried about my sleeves, I can play naked if you like.
I guess we're missing the point here. Sir Igor, you understand where I'm coming from, do you not?
Yes.
Maybe you could explain it to your friend later what I mean by a fair game.
I'm
he-
hoping he understands you and he's just playing coy.
As he flicks a coin in your direction.
I'll catch it.
Yeah, and you catch it without a problem. Yes, like that. Marcus pulls up, opens the door. You guys need a ride? Or are you just gonna
Yeah.
stand there and bullshit with Gilberto all day?
Well,
All night, that is.
no. We're just talking a little smack about who's going to take whose money out.
Just don't play cards with him. He's good. He's took my.
You
He's
join us, Marcus?
shit. No, I've already given half my paychecks to him last times I went.
Okay.
Yes, and it was money well spent. I do say.
Wait till this weekend. Right, I'll hop in the car.
Jed, it doesn't take you very long, of course, to take the bus to where you're going.
Okay, I'm gonna do more than anything right now, just kind of my nightly patrol of homeless people in the downtown area
Okay.
before I get over to wherever I might be going.
Okay, not a problem. Of course, eventually you run into Zeke. Hey! Did you hear
How's
about
it
last
going?
night?
Hmm?
Did you hear about last night?
Well, yeah, I was there.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you are talking about somebody that shouldn't have been wandering around.
Yeah, there's that. And of course, you know, the guy, poor sap they blamed it on.
Okay. Now I'm confused. What do you mean?
They found a homeless guy in a house all locked up. They blamed it all on him.
Oh yeah, I forgot to go get him out. Oh well. At least he'll get some help now.
Yeah, they locked him up. Cops showed up, busted the door down. He kept swearing up and down, you know, wasn't him. As some others were in there looking for the same guy that they didn't believe him. You know. Let's see. I'm going to give you. Yeah, his name was Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah. Jimmy. Oh, poor
I'm
crazy
sorry to hear
Jimmy.
about that.
Yeah, he's missing a few screws in his box, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So might get him a nice stay in a psych hospital for him.
I don't know. You know, he looks around. It was the sheriff's men who locked him up. So I don't know how that's gonna work out.
Ah,
You know,
gotcha.
yeah, the people they got on the inside.
Yeah.
I want to pour me another drink. My
Might have
throat's
to
starting
have
to kill me from these voices.
Huh?
I said
Oh,
I need to give me another
need,
drink. My throat's starting to kill me from these voices.
I may need to go talk to somebody, see if I can maybe help Crazy Jim out.
I don't know. Kind of ever since they locked him up, it's kind of hush hush. I couldn't find out any information on him after that.
Yeah, I'll talk to. I'll see if I can talk to some people. Maybe get him put in a nice home somewhere.
Good luck with that. You know, when the Camarilla does something, they don't go, you know, soft.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
You got any questions you want to ask him before?
No. Oh, hey, hear anything else about the Justicar in town?
Nothing but hearing about that. Apparently, they found two of his people walking around on the outside of town. That was my cough, but we'll say it's Zeke's as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he's got some agents that are walking around town and openly, I mean, point blank stating, "Hey, we work for the Justicar. Give me your fucking camera." You know, things like that.
Wow. That's brazen.
Very brazen. I mean, it's got the camera all up in arms. I hear the Anarchs are up in arms. I mean, not to mention the fact that, you know, there's been some skirmishes here and there between the two factions. And,
I hadn't heard about that. But I did hear about the SI taking out a house somewhere.
oh yeah, the house that burned down a few nights ago. I hear that was a Camarilla safe house. You know, a couple Bruja live in there. Can't remember what their names were. But,
Sounds like
you remember Amos and Homer?
not really.
Yeah, they were a couple of the gangrels that worked for the sheriff.
Oh. Yeah, oh, them.
Yeah, they came up missing, man. They're gone. Nobody knows what happened to them. The Anarchs ain't taking blame for it. The Camarilla ain't seen or heard from them. Of course, ain't nobody going to go ask the SI if they've got them.
Wow. That's wrong.
There was a fight last night between that... What's that gang's name that does the old chop shop stuff? I know the name.
The clumps or something. The cramps.
The Cramps? What? No, the Crimson Pistols. That's right.
Oh, that's dead. The tampons. Okay.
Well, the Crimson Pistols ran into a little bit of trouble with a couple of the, you know, Bruja businessmen that work, you know, downtown at night, the, you know, banking and all that, and handle some of the Camarillas' money. And apparently got in a bit of a shootout between the two of them. Yeah, 3 of the gangrels were killed, and I think 2 of the Bruja were taken out.
Yeah, a shootout in downtown Savannah, not usually the brightest thing. No wonder the SI is up in arms. So.
Yeah, they're still wondering who leaked all this information and got the SI down here. Watch your back, because I don't know what's going on. Everybody's kind of scared and starting to do stupid things.
Well, you say what? Well,
hold on, I gotta use this tree. I'm kidding. He's a vampire. He doesn't do that shit.
Yeah. Well, see you later, Zeke.
Alright.
Wow. Zeke can vanish too. It's amazing.
What?
Actually, he can.
I was gonna say he's an Arcadian, so
Yeah.
What'd you say? I didn't get what you said.
Really here.
That Zeke can vanish as well because you're no longer on camera.
Oh, no, I just...
He's just...
I was gonna make it sound like, you know, using the restroom because you guys keep making that joke whenever I'm pouring that drink. But he is a vampire, so it does not happen.
Yeah.
Let's see. What I say Zeke was.
Arcadian.
Is he
Malkavian?
Malkavian? That's right.
And
So he could technically vanish.
Yep. Obfuscate, dominate, scene
that's
queen. Okay. I don't know what the hell that means. Sorry. Try not moving toy. So, you do some of your other walk-arounds. You hear more about the homeless guy being blamed for the murders. Some say they don't believe it. Others say he was real quiet and kind of crazy, so they can believe it. You know, of course, nobody knows the truth other than what Zeke's told you.
Yeah.
You don't run into any more Camarilla-based agents, so you get information from that side. What part of town do you traverse? Let's see.
I'm mainly starting up by the Waving Girl statue, and then I'm gonna go down to Gaston, and then over to Forsyth Park, and then back up toward where the 51 is.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be like out on the main streets. I'm more in the smaller side streets, the one-way streets.
Alright, let's check something right quick.
And I'll be invisible most of the time, I'm thinking.
Invisible. Alright, so why don't you give me a wits and awareness as you're making your way closer to 51.
This is one of those things I'm not too afraid. Yep. I'm just going to spend willpower and try.
Alright.
That went it. That did it. So
Yep.
3 successes now.
Okay, let's try this. Okay, so you see a couple, it looks like, but it's kind of an odd looking couple. You see a male and a female. The male looks to be about 16 years old. Medium wispy black hair, soft gray eyes, skin tone of chocolate hues. Kind of dressed in kind of a grunge fashion.
Okay.
Walking next
you
to
said
him.
dark hair?
Huh?
You said dark hair, right?
Dark hair, yes.
Okay.
Walking next to him is a young woman.
Mm-hmm.
Probably about the same age in appearance, maybe a year or two older in appearance, but her head is bald. She got light brown eyes. Her skin is kind of a chestnut hue, and she is dressed in your basic like streetwear. These
Okay.
two you don't quite recognize. You do recognize. I don't know how many. Let's see. Give me. I need to bring up that sheet so I can use it for rolls. Is that him? Yep, that's him. Let's bring it out. So give me a. What would we put that down as? Intelligence. I don't know. It's a memory check. I want to see if if you have a chance of knowing certain people.
Intelligence history.
Yeah, I don't see history on the board here, so that's why I'm.
Well, memory is usually just a
So give me
Well,
a.
okay. How about this? Could I give you an urban survival?
Yeah, give me that.
Okay. And I'll go off my wits this time. Also, because I'm. Oh well, I can do it on intelligence. Too. Well, that was nice.
Oh, yeah.
So 6.
So you recognize them both as being Camarilla. They're both Tremors. The female's name is Zula, and the male's name is Eric. They look like they're trying to be nonchalant, like the basic couple walking down the streets of Savannah, college town and all that. But you can tell that their gaze is more focused. Like they look like they're looking for something or staying extremely
Well, I am I do I know them as usually being kind of in the street community more often,
No,
or is it something new?
you know that Zula is a rather unmerciful Tremere.
Okay,
So
then
she's one of
I'm gonna
those.
follow them.
Yeah, she's one of those, and he's a little disrespectful. So they definitely don't have the temperament to just be, they're definitely not like you. They're more,
They're more old school Camarilla.
yeah.
I'm
Matter
going
of
to
fact, you know
follow
that
them.
she's been Tremere or has been dead for 47 years at least,
Okay. Okay.
and he's only been about 16 years undead, I believe.
So I'll follow them at a discreet distance, and since Tremere have aspects, I will use my stealth skill to
Yeah.
try to stay out of their line of sight.
All right. Let's see.
Which reminds me.
Ooh. Well, you did have a Capri Sun earlier.
Yeah. But I'm just going to go in and use another one, so I'm not hungry tonight.
Let's see. Okay, that works. That works. Okay.
Okay, do you want me to do my stealth?
Yeah. Your difficulty is really low
Okay.
because the one who has all specs did not see anything beyond a 1.
Okay. And I need to spend willpower. Because that's just not, effective for me. Yeah,
All right.
so I have a 3.
Yeah, you're definitely your stealth works. You follow them. They seem to be heading towards Zeke, or at least the square that Zeke likes to reside in.
Okay. I'll continue to follow.
No. While you're following them, let's see, Angel and Igor.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way to 51.
I believe so, yes.
I'm saying you do. You make your way to 51.
Oh, okay.
Car pulls up. Marcus gets out, opens the door. Does you gentlemen have yourselves a good night? If you need a lift, give me a call. I'll be at the. I'll be around.
Okay. Do you need some more money to win back from Gilbert there?
No. I quit playing months ago. After that, I don't give Gil. I don't give him any of my money anymore. Thanks, so.
Okay. You're really that good.
Well, I mean, before he got the job here, he used to live in Vegas, so.
Ah.
And if I remember correctly, I think he was a concierge at one of those fancy casinos, so he's been around the tables a time or two.
So, he counts cards. And he was talking about Michi. Okay.
What'd you expect?
I don't know.
Stack the odds in your favor as much as you can.
Yes. May your odds forever be in your favor. No.
What's that from?
The Hunger Games.
Somebody made a game about being hungry?
Yes, it's a movie.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
This-
Hollywood does all sorts of weird, stupid movies. I quit watching the movies and TVs a long time ago. Alright.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, have a good night, guys. I gotta go.
But yeah, no, that's the first thing you do is you always just try to convince them to play even, and then you cheat. That's how you win.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's a fair game. Of course it is. It always is. They're just, not playing fair.
So you guys are outside the club.
Yes, I'm adjusting my suit before walking in, doing a quick glance around. I'll do my willpower. What the hell?
I'll do your willpower. Okay.
Alright, 3 successes. Do I notice anyone noticing me, noticing them?
Did you roll it?
Yeah, he rolled
What's an awareness?
and then 2 willpower.
Oh, there.
Willpower.
My bad. Shoot, where was I? Do you notice anyone noticing you, noticing them? Blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, as soon as you two get out of the car, dressed, in your suits, several people in line definitely notice you. Jordan at the door notices you. Damn, you guys looking snazzy tonight. Yeah, you even got him dressed up. What the hell? What's the occasion?
He's hanging out with me, so, you gotta dress to the nines if you're riding with me. That's all I gotta say.
For their wedding tonight.
He paid for it, so I figured I'd, humor him.
Alright, let's see.
Whatever. You like the suit.
I mean, it fits just fine.
Actually fits perfectly. Including what you got underneath.
Yep.
Alright, where am I?
But no,
Yep, okay.
Sheriff people or SI people or just people.
You gave me you got a 3 awareness. Let's see. You don't notice the guy that usually sits across the street from you. You don't see him, and you definitely don't see the Fed cars. They seem to have moved on from this location.
Okay.
Like a week of watching the place and not coming up with any kind of, dirt to, speak of. I guess they decided to move on and try to find it somewhere else. Your wits and awareness will point out you do see. It will say you do see. Let me see where we are. You do see a middle-aged woman. Medium streaked blonde hair and dark amber eyes. Her skin kind of has a pearly hue, as if she's not gotten enough sun. And she's wearing formal office wear, and she's not paying any attention to the place, but you do notice her walking the street.
Alright.
With the notice, you can tell by the way she carries herself, or the way she's walking, that she's more than she appears. And you're pretty certain that skin tone might not be natural.
Yeah. Is she walking across the street, on the same side of the street?
She's on the other side of the street, just walking the street, heading according to the map we have here, we'll say heading towards the west. Well, according to the map, it's more of a northwesterly direction. Looks like she's definitely keeping her guard up, and definitely keeping her head on a swivel, I guess is the best way to put it. Just want to look like she doesn't want to get caught off guard or caught by surprise. Is that a good beard?
Yes. I'm thinking.
No.
I'm thinking. If I want to approach her and hit on her.
How old does she look?
About middle aged, maybe between 30s and 40s.
Okay, I I thought you made it sound like she was a lot older.
Well, she might be.
She's at least twice my age. I'm kind of nudged down. Hey, look at them legs.
Go for it.
Yeah. She's got the business skirt on. You can definitely see the strong calf muscles in the high heels she's walking in. Definitely walking with an animal grace.
I'll let the boss know that you found someone else for tonight.
Okay. I will head over there. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me.
Hold on. Give me just a second. So you walk up, and you'll notice as soon as you step across the street closer to her, she knows you're there. She doesn't look your direction, but you can tell by the way she tilts her head a little bit that she knows you're there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you speak, you said?
Yes. I was like, excuse me, miss. Are you in banking? Because you have my interest.
And I've not heard that one before, I'm sure. What, pray tell, can I do for you?
Oh, I just... Being such as yourself, I felt I should introduce myself to you.
And you thought I cared?
Well, I would be remiss if I missed the opportunity to meet a beauty such as yourself. So I'm here to shoot my own shot, per se.
Shoot your shot. Is that what they call it these days?
I'll extend my hand. My name is Angel. Angel Salvatore.
I'm sure it is. How old are you, lad? I mean, you can't be no more than what? 25? Maybe 30?
Yes. But, what is an age when it comes to us anyways?
It's a lot. I don't recognize you. You're not part of the Camarilla. You're not an
No.
anarch, are you?
Oh, God, no. I'm new to town. I'm a DJ at a club over here. Apparently the previous DJ up and banished or something, so I got called out of Corpus Christi to come up here. Making
So
some
you
good money.
DJ at that club?
Yeah, that one over there. You want to come on in?
No, I'm not the kind of girl.
Oh, I could get you a booth, get you a nice glass of wine. Yeah.
You amuse me. You don't interest me, but you definitely amuse me. What exactly did you think was going to happen when you walked across the street to me?
That perhaps I could get your name.
My name? You can call me Miss Osborne. I will leave it at that.
Miss Osborne.
Yes, Miss Osborne.
You're not married, are you?
Oh, heavens no. I've not been married for a while.
Okay.
Hence the title Miss. In case you didn't catch that.
Well, I know a fellow named Norman that, is divorced. I thought maybe relation.
How quaint. You're definitely young if you're quoting things like that.
But I'm eager to learn. Miss Osborne, as I bow. Very well, my lady. I do not wish to hold you up any longer. Would be remiss if I didn't catch your name.
Let's just say the meeting was more educational than I expected it to be.
Would you like to teach me some more other things?
No, I don't think that's the kind of education I was referring to. You said your name. Oh, that's right, Mr. Salvatore.
Yes, you are Miss Osborne.
Yeah, maybe come back and see me in, I'll say, another 100 years when you've probably properly matured. And she starts to walk away.
I will take a mental picture of what she looks like and mosey on back.
Alright. So, let me write this down. Okay, noted. So you turn around, you head back towards the tavern. No, not tavern, the bar. Different time period. Oh, I thought I'd see Angel strike out, but she did look like she's a bit out of your league there, buddy.
Well, from what I can see on the screen there, I don't think her powers are just. I'm gonna say ooh.
The hell? I'm trying to
Trying
close
to
it.
spit my words out.
Yeah, you're seeing things I was looking up, but for some reason it's not letting me. There we go. Clear them all off.
Yeah. I assume she was somebody like me, and probably has a higher charisma.
Yeah, she's pretty up there.
Yeah. But I succeeded on what I wanted to do.
Oh yeah, you did really well. You gave me something I didn't expect you to be giving. But thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Well, he's a giver.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Alright.
I figure it's been 3 weeks. I need to change my identity. I haven't changed my identity in 3 weeks, so,
That's fine.
New.
That's quite alright.
Vampire working at a club.
So, you're there. You're back at 51 degrees, and Jordan's giving you shit for the woman walking away from you.
She looks good from afar, but far from good at close.
Sure. We'll go with that, bud. I saw her when she walked by a little bit ago, man. But that's fine. I'll let you keep your fantasies going. What's the matter? I've seen what you walk out of here with. So you lost one. Big deal.
Yeah, it's an old cougar anyways.
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything. He moves the thing out of the way and lets you inside. And of course the club is hopping just as usual. What is today? Today's the 14th day. Today's a Saturday night.
Yeah. I will head on up to see Boss.
Alright. What did you do when you first came in, Dom?
Oh, he was going to go talk to her. I was going to watch and see if he succeeded or failed.
Oh, well, you did see that awkward encounter. And her just walking away mid-conversation.
Yeah.
I walked away first.
Uh-huh. And like I said, you do notice the grace in which she walked away was not normal, not human. I mean, you guys could pick that up with your own sensibilities.
Okay.
So, you guys are there. You're at the club. You're at the entrance. You go in, both of you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you head upstairs. I take it.
Mm-hmm.
As per usual, you got the two bouncers at the front door, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the boss is in. We know the drill." They open the door and let you in.
Mm-hmm.
So, here you've had an interesting evening last night. As he's standing at the window, looking out with his hands behind his back, with looks like a wine glass in his hand with something in it.
Anything interesting in those pictures, or?
They're still being glanced through, but there were pictures of you and Angel, of course, and other locations of interest. Let's see. It looked like they had some Anarch addresses that they were casing beforehand, and there were pictures of the SI car that was out front of our establishment. But let's see. No pictures of us. So just mainly places of interest that may be Anarch related.
Speaking outside the establishment, do you know a Ms. Osborne? And I'll explain what she looks like and kind of get a sense that she may be a Torador.
Ms. Osborne. Please tell me you did not approach her.
I just kind of make a motion of a baseball swing.
Well, I knew she seemed a little off, so I wanted to get some information out of her.
Yes,
so
last time I had proper dealings with Miss Osborne was about 110 years ago.
Okay.
Granted, she was only 17 years in our life at that point in time, so she was quite ambitious at the time, and no, she is not. What do you think she was, a Toreador?
Yeah,
She's more his faction or clan than yours.
Oh. What are you again?
Yeah.
A Bravo?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she seemed very charming, and that's why I assumed she'd be more like me.
Charming.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the word I'd use to describe Miss Osborne. Charming.
I just thought you would like to know that there was another woman walking around, keeping an eye out. But I didn't tell her anything too devastating or anything like that. Just told her my name.
Alright, let's see.
Just your name?
So, let's say, just to give you an idea of how charming Miss Osborne is, she runs one of the biggest firms in Savannah. Granted, she, unlike mortals sleeping their way to the top, she pretty much fed her way to the top. So along the way, let's say she's a self-made woman, I guess you could say. And definitely outside your league, if I must say. She is 127 years old as a vampire. And she was about...
So she could be 100 years on me, give or take.
Yes, that could mean a lot when it comes down to dealing with you and your kind.
That's alright. I've only been here, what, 2 weeks? That's the side of things.
And you've changed your name 3 times?
So,
That side of things?
let me get this straight. Did you or did you not approach her?
I did approach her.
And how did that go?
We flirted a bit. She laughed at my, you know, pickup lines. And then told her I had to come to work, and she walked up. I was seeing if she wanted to come hang out, but she seemed like she was busy, so.
He raises an eyebrow and looks at you as you say that.
What?
Did you tell her your name?
Yeah, Angel.
And you work here?
Well, she saw me out in front of the club.
Yeah, that does not necessarily mean you work here. Vampires hunt in all sorts of locations.
Well, I did. Well, no, I did say I DJ'd. So. Am I fired, boss?
Yes. Yes, this is he. We may have a problem. So why don't you, be ready, just in case. Yes. Thank you.
What happened now?
Do I need to break a chair leg off of him?
Why do you always gotta go to violence?
I gotta break a chair leg off of you? What the hell? No, I enjoy my chairs here. I mean, I did spend a good penny on them. I'd rather them not get broken. Where's your third companion right now? I desperately think I need his assistance.
Not quite sure. He did come to the party last night.
Party. That's right. You're one of those.
Is she a Camarilla? I know her.
She is
Something
Camarilla.
else, or-
At least she was last time I dealt with her. Matter of fact, she was sleeping with the prince last I heard.
Oh, so that'd be great if we did go and talk to the prince and she was there and saw you.
Okay, I will fade out. Take care of this real quick, and y'all do. Don't kill me out just yet.
And we will pause. Judd, you're following.
Hi, yes.
You're following the two. What did I say they were? Tremors? Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Eric and Zula.
All right, hold on just a second.
Yep.
Sorry about that. Yeah, they ended up picking up a burger for me. So let's get me some food. All right, so where were we? Yeah, we're talking about the two you are currently following.
Yep.
All right, so give me a second. All right, so one point in time, as you're following them, you'll notice that Eric steps off to the side towards an ambulance, breaks open the back of the ambulance, steps in, and reaches inside, grabs something, and walks down the alleyway for a moment. You recognize that as him getting something to eat.
Yeah.
And at some point in time, as you're walking, you'll notice that Zula reaches down and grabs up a stray cat, just kind of pets it for a minute before she looks like she's holding it or hugging it for a moment, and then just drops it in a trash can as they walk by.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just kind of wondering, more than anything, I'm kind of looking, why are they out? So, they're hunting. But,
It looks like they either catching them a meal while they're out doing something in particular, but you do notice they stop periodically in front of some clubs, kind of talk amongst themselves. Little notebook pulls out and they jot some stuff down and they continue walking on. They do reach Zeke's little square. They're back at the back of the crowd and they sit and they listen to Zeke for a little bit and, jot down a few things. Zeke notices at one point in time, and
I'm gonna try to sneak up and see what they're writing.
all right.
So, I will try.
Go ahead and give me your stealth check again.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and give my wits and awareness and all that fun stuff.
So that's a 4.
Oh, you definitely beat me. I would have seen you if you rolled anything less than a 3.
Okay.
So,
So,
yeah, you get a look, and the last thing you see before they put it away is Zeke still preaching his dribble, but as it stands, no one seems to believe him, so still not a threat.
okay. So, I'm not going to... The truth is, it looks like they're looking at things, and, they're stopping at the clubs, probably trying to place stuff, so...
It does look like what you would call a scouting party. They're trying to figure something out. They're gathering information. At one point in time, they do stop at like a warehouse. It looks like it should be empty.
Mm-hmm.
They stay there for about 15 minutes and then walk on.
Okay. Then I'll just go on over to... I'm not going... If that's a Camarilla safe house or something, I don't want to know about it, so I'm just going to go on back to 51.
You're certain it's not a Camarilla safe house?
Oh. And they went in.
No, they did not. They sat outside watching it.
Oh, they sat outside watching.
And then moved on.
I will make a mental mark of where this place is, and then I will myself go back to Club 51
Let's see.
and go to the back.
Let's see. Where were we? So... I say warehouse, and here I am in locations that probably doesn't have any warehouses on it.
An abandoned store or something.
Let's see. Alright, and it's not really a warehouse, it's just, looks like you got a garage and stuff out front. Let me see if I can give you an actual address. Where was I? Well, that's not going to help me out none. You're on East Bay Lane.
Okay.
They had turned off a Habersham onto East Bay Lane, and why can't it give me an address? It doesn't give me an address.
Okay, they're on East Bay near Habersham.
Yeah. I don't see an address for the place. I was trying to find one for you. Oop, wrong way.
Oh, East Bay Street or East Bay Lane?
East Bay Lane is more of an alleyway, so that's probably why I'm not finding an address. They're at the back of... They're at the back of 403 East Bay Street. And it's more of like the back section there. If you're looking at the map, you'll see like a little red rooftop.
Yeah.
Let me go back down and see if that's the right spot.
I see it.
Yeah, they're kind of like looking at that place.
Okay.
And then they walk on down East Bay towards.
It goes across the entire block.
Yeah, well, they go down to Price Street and go back out to East Bay Street.
Okay.
So yeah, my fault, my bad for the bad directions. But that's pretty much what you catch them doing for like the next hour or so. Is just they stop at a place, take notes. They stopped at Zeke, take notes. They go by and watch a place for like 15 minutes or so, and then walk on.
Okay. And so I'll just keep a note of in my mind about East Bay Street,
Alright.
through East Bay, and yeah, because they do have kind of warehouse look about them. So I understand that.
So yeah, they don't do any funky stuff other than what you've seen.
Gotcha.
All right, what do we got? Alrighty then.
It's too short.
So what are you doing after you observe them for about an hour or so?
Oh, I'll go over to Club 51.
You come in just in time to hear a conversation about meeting a Miss Osborne.
And I happen to know, I would know who Miss Osborne is.
Yes, you would. You and your sire talked about her several times.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you do know she is currently connected with the prince.
Okay.
He is her current. I don't know the proper phrase or terminology as far as Masquerade's concerned,
Mm-hmm.
but you know they're currently an item.
The current hookup.
Yeah. And you also know that she is very ruthless. Not a very nice individual.
Gotcha.
And I mean, anything negative you can imagine, you've probably heard about her. Oh, and the prince just adores her.
No, of course. I mean, that's the type of person you would, just want to have.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you catch that conversation as you walk in.
Okay. I leave y'all alone for just a few minutes, and you try to hook up with the prince's girlfriend.
Oh,
Oh,
That's-
hold on. And I appear again.
that's
Yes, I was just wondering where you were. Apparently,
Oh,
Angel here needs a little more reining in than usual.
does this mean a new personality?
I think so.
I don't know if there's enough personalities left for him now that he's done that.
We need to find a flesh crafter to just change everything.
We can paint him up as a mime.
no. I would think the prince would be out with her. I
Well,
can't blame him for that.
there are a
People,
lot
it's just gonna get
of
done.
there are a lot of people out right now.
Okay.
I can still hear you. I
hear the little one, four-legged baby.
Yes. So, well, if we need to get a new ID, I guess we need to get a new ID.
I don't know if that'll work now. I mean,
Well,
against humans, yes, is one thing, but
did you actually? Did you stop and talk to her?
Yeah.
He
Well,
approached her.
oh, even better. Okay, so
You
Let's
don't
just-
tell me anything.
let's just make a new rule. If you
Okay.
think somebody's a vampire, don't go up and talk to them.
You could have told me this 14 days ago.
Well, I mean, I thought we were kind of trying to stay low.
Well, no, 14 days ago was the day before the damn party. Just saying.
Yeah, I understand. You know,
Saw us in the parking lot.
well, yeah, but I had no idea what was going to go on at that party.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't realize you were going to have that much of an issue at a party.
Yeah.
But I did have concerns, hence why I hired him to watch you that night.
Yeah.
But that's all water under the bridge. Can't go back and change it.
And why she might be out? Well, the Tam seems to be out in force tonight watching things. Because there are some tensions between them and the Baron, and one of their safe houses got torched the other night. And let's see, they're really concerned about the Justicar and the two agents that actually mentioned they work for the Justicar.
I think it was one who mentioned it and one that was insinuated to be with them.
Yes. Well, they're really concerned about that, and the prince would really like to meet the two people I've been hanging out with.
Can you set it where she's not there?
You know, I don't have a lot of control over things like that.
I think the control is they pick the time and place after they don't kill you.
Right.
I'm new in town. I'd like to meet the prince. Well, we'll either kill you or set up an appointment.
And, you know, I could always just, you know, introduce each of you individually. Like, say, hi, this is Igor. The other one, I don't know where he is tonight. He has a tendency to hook up with people and have lots of sex.
By the way, where's your girlfriend?
But if they look like us, well, especially if they look like you, I won't go talk to them.
I sincerely doubt you picking up one of my people for, you know, a roll in the hay.
Yeah.
Maybe a roll in the crypt, but, you know, that's a different
Doesn't, no, because we don't breathe anymore. Shit. I was going to say, doesn't dust, like, mess with the allergies?
No, not really.
Okay. So what y'all need is, like, have y'all ever seen that movie?
Nope.
Beetlejuice?
Who's it? What's it?
Nope.
Beetlejuice. It was a kick-ass movie back in the 80s. See, what had happened was a couple people died and became ghosts, and they got this little training manual on how to be ghosts. Do we have that for this?
Did you not listen to the first, like, 3 nights we stayed in the crypt?
We don't usually have books like that.
The problem with having a training manual is it leaves it out for somebody to find.
Yes.
Which did happen in the movie.
And, you know, the 80s don't have a lot of memory of that, so.
Y'all should watch some movies from back in the day. They're really good.
Nah, I think I'm alright.
Yeah, so I'll set up one of the crypts to be a cinema.
Yeah.
I can see your grandpa now. What is this? We don't need to see any moving pictures on our walls.
Ooh, we could film Nosferatu for them. Huh? Huh? Get it?
Yeah, got it.
Funny.
Hello? Is this mic on?
No, this is...
I can see why you're not a comedian.
No, I'm laughing. My soul is laughing.
Mine's crying.
So, we do still have a soul?
No.
No, we're soulless. You know that.
We kind
Why,
of
because
tried
I'm
to
a
go over
redhead?
this. Hmm?
Well, I mean, yes, all redheads are soulless. You didn't know that?
So, was that why I was chosen?
No, that's not why you was chosen.
Yes.
But,
That is why you were chosen.
yes, the color of your hair is why the vampires chose to eat you. I think it's more the color of your blood, but you know.
Well, you know, the two that it tried to eat you might have something for a redhead. Who knows?
I'm thinking more along the lines they had something for his job. You know, into music and such, hence why he's what he is. Alright. So, Angel has gone and told the Camarilla Prince's girl, where he works as a vampire. This
His name.
his name.
Oh, I didn't tell her I was a vampire.
I hate to break it to you, but other vampires can tell whether you're a vampire or not. I mean, the lack of a heartbeat might have some bearing on that.
Yet you're also kind of cold, so if you know anyone has thermal vision on, you know, like glasses that do that type of stuff, they can usually tell that you're.
But who normally walks around with thermal glasses on?
Yes, I.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, but anyway, what I was trying to say, the Camarilla is out in force right now, kind of looking at stuff. I followed for about an hour to Tremere. And they were scouting. They were looking for something. There was one place they seemed interested in, 403 East Bay.
Did you say 403?
Yes.
He walks over to his computer, brings something up, turns the screen toward you. Did it look something like this?
Yep, that's it.
Yes, this is one of the pictures off the camera in which you retrieved from the sheriff's men.
Ah.
So I would believe it's marked Anarch's hideout, so I guess they're scouting out those places.
Well, there seems to be growing tension between Cam and the Anarchs, and might be blowing up into something more. Don't know. The truth is, I think somebody's stirring the pot.
That would make sense.
I just look at Angel. That comment.
What?
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, as I told my sire, having the SI and the sheriff show up at the same place at the same time is too much of a coincidence.
Yes, it is a tad bit unusual, and there is something there. Do they know who the sheriff's man or woman was?
That.
Whoever
Well,
told.
supposedly the sheriff has a mole in the SI.
Right. Do they know who that might be?
I don't. And it sounded like Elijah didn't know either, which probably ticks him off.
Well, is Elijah all about information gathering like Vincent is?
Yes.
Then I could quite understand why he'd be perturbed at that.
Wait, who's Vincent?
Vincent's like me, works for him.
Oh!
You get a tap on your shoulder and a whisper in your ear. I'm Vincent. We've met.
I didn't catch your name last time.
What was that?
Huh? What?
Oh, what was that?
Are they all ugly? Nosferatu tend to be, yes.
Oh, also, two Brewhop that were staying at the safe house that got burned down are missing, and two of your um, Chop Shop Tampon Brigade people, um, three of the have come up missing.
Oh, the gangrel? All right,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay.
Crimson something.
Yeah, the Crimson Pistols. Yeah, I don't deal with
Oh.
them really.
But so, all in all, five kindred have vanished, and if they're as paranoid as Eric and Zula look tonight, the vampires out walking around scouting are nervous.
Well, if the Jessica are here, should we be out walking in public?
Yeah.
No.
So
No,
Kristoff
that's a good
actually
thing.
literally takes his hands and puts it in his head like this.
I think the best case is if for some reason you have a chance, if they're ever in town, from what I've heard, leave as fast as you can.
Yeah. So it's probably best not to bring up Jessicars anymore if you see another ring.
That's the one's bringing it up to me.
Right. So you should just nod and go, I'm going to keep a low profile.
Okay.
Smile and wave. You've seen that
Smile and
movie,
wave.
right?
Yes.
You've seen that movie, right?
You see nothing. Yeah, I showed to my daughter when she was little.
Oh, there you
Alrighty
go.
then. Like I said, you may wish to be careful out there and try not to flirt with the princess girl again. It might
I didn't know it was a princess girl.
I understand, you do now. But,
Speaking of Prince, sorry, boss. I got a question. I was talking with Gilbert earlier in the day, and he talked about how Elvis and Prince, and so are they like us, and they're not really dead?
Are you asking
What?
if, like, Prince, Michael Jackson, and Elvis aren't
Yeah.
dead?
Yeah.
Well, you saw that video of him walking out of the back of the ambulance, right? After he had supposedly been dead.
No, I didn't see that.
Really?
No.
they're dead.
Are they like us, or
They're dead.
Didn't
Okay.
make me cry, boss. Everybody's
In
got
other
their
words,
secrets.
so no fanboying tonight. So
I mean, I'm not going to try to get you an autograph, if that's what you're asking.
about the prince wanting to meet these two.
Yes, that is this bit disconcerting, but I mean, I suppose it was inevitable.
I mean, we're not. We don't know you, but would it be safe to say we're just independent? So you guys, we're not with either faction per se.
I mean, it's not like they can chastise you for being an independent individual. I mean, several are.
All I told her was, I'm from Corpus Christi. I got a call because DJ here apparently went away somewhere and you need Phil, so I got paid a shit ton of money to come out here to DJ.
Okay.
Did you say who paid you?
Club 51.
That's not going to draw any ire that a vampire was called by a club.
Well, I mean, if you're a known celebrity,
Well, let's see what happens. I'm pretty certain. Well, is your bed? You're gonna have to sleep in it.
Do I have after sleeping alone?
Yep.
Yes.
It depends upon the other two join you or not.
That was immediate. Yes, you're alone in this.
What is the girl's name downstairs?
Which girl?
The one that actually deals with employees.
You talking
Carla's
about
the
Carla?
manager.
Who?
Carla?
Carla.
Yes, what about her?
If they ask, I can say she's the one that hired me. I don't know nothing about you.
It depends upon who asks.
Okay.
I mean,
Sorry,
Judd,
Bob?
can you please fill him in?
Okay. You mean now? Okay. The more lies you tell, the harder it's going to be to keep them, together. But more than that, there are some vampires like you who can tell when somebody's lying. You may not have developed that ability yet, but there are some vampires that just know when you're lying.
There are also some that may actually be able to pull the truth from your mind.
But have you seen what's in my mind?
Or even from your blood.
I do not care to know what's in your mind. I'm afraid of what might be
I'm
in
actually afraid of anyone that tried to go into his mind.
there. Yes, there is that. Anyway, yes, there are some who can pull whatever they want from your mind or your blood. There are several ways to do so. Hence why I tell you, please be careful.
Do you know what the prince is?
He's a vampire.
True.
Mm.
Is that what he?
Yes, is that true?
Well, as you said, she's more along the lines of us, per se. If she would have that capability of picking apart the mind, and Jude here has told me that with a little bit of teaching, per se, you could learn different disciplines.
Yes.
If she could, I don't think we have that capability per se to, drag stuff out of their mind, but if she's learned anything from him, possibly.
Oh, you're concerned whether or not she may have picked up something from him during their discussion?
Yes.
I don't quite know. I don't know Osborne as of late. She is, as I said, 117 years since last we met. She may have picked up a few new tricks. Judd, have you met with her more recently?
She doesn't have that ability as far as I know. It's really the Toreador and the Tremere you have to watch out for. I mean, the Malkavians can get inside of your head, but usually they're not looking for anything. They're messing with them.
Let's see. You know her to be that. Okay.
And I mean, if the Primogen is with the prince, then there are some people you would have to watch out for. Lycidas and Etienne would be the two that Lycidas and Etienne would be the two you'd have to watch out for. They might try to go in there. So you kind of want to make a simple story.
Okay.
You might want to start with, you were embraced X many months ago, X many, maybe a year ago.
Well, here's what I was thinking. That I was in Corpus Christi, and my sire was actually my lover, and then shortly after I was turned, she left, but she was taught me, the general basics: don't kill, don't dispose, domestic rape, da 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 da. So I continued my life as a DJ at the club I worked at until this one called me up to make more money because their DJ disappeared or whatever, and my name's well known in the DJ circles. So I had nothing left to tie me back in Corpus Christi.
Yeah,
So,
there was definitely a DJ that went missing about that time. You know, he left his motorcycle and his bag over at that Elon club, and
Now you own that motorcycle from that Elon club.
well, he had to buy it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You had to buy it, of course.
Yeah, I couldn't check it in on the airplane. I mean,
Yeah.
it won't fit in the overhead. What just blew up?
I think it's that storm that's rolling in. Loud storm.
No,
You said there was a storm rolling in.
Oh, was there an explosion?
there was an explosion.
Oh, there was.
All right. Well, time to leave. Or is it
Where?
safer here?
You hear
In
the
bunker.
music stop. People scream and start running out the door.
Looking through the window, was it in here or was it?
Door's not in here.
Well, time to go invisible again and go outside.
As you make your way outside, you look off towards the, I'd say, southeast, and you can see a plume of smoke in the sky. And you can see the sky lit up underneath it, of course, pointing out there's a fire. You recognize the direction as being around about where that warehouse was at.
Ah, okay. So, yeah, looks around. Looks about where that 403. 403, yeah, 403 East Bay is.
Right around.
Maybe we should go check it out, guys.
Right.
Let's go out the back. It'll be faster.
Yeah, because southeast is down kind of
Right
in
here.
this direction. It's right there.
No, actually, it's right here.
Alright.
And you do see the darkening of the clouds and flash of lightning off in the distance for that storm you were told was coming. But the explosion, of course, was a lot closer, a lot louder, and was not thunder. You see people with their camera phones all doing the whole recording it, and you hear people chattering and concerns. You hear the sirens going off. What do you guys like to do?
Well, the first thing is, do I notice any vampires that are from the Camarilla in this area?
Where you're currently at 51?
No. I mean, going over in that area.
Okay, so I'm saying you all did head that direction.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, so you get there, you get several fire trucks, several police officers, or police cars all lined up. They get the hoses going. You see you see what look like four very crispy bodies laying in the alleyway. They're already been covered with sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. As you're standing there at one point in time, you actually see a person. Let's see. Let me get a better look at what I'm looking at before I say that. Let's go to the front. Yeah, alright, so at one point in time, you see what looks like a person running across the rooftop on fire. They dive off the side into an open lot of some sort to the right hand side of the building if you're in the front. From
Okay.
your
I'm going.
go ahead.
Follow it.
He hits the ground, you hear a crunch, and he just lays there and smolders.
I was going to see if I could stop the fire on it.
Alright. No, you're because there's a fence around the area, so not even the fireman
Okay.
can get to it. Not fast enough to put the fire out. Give me your wits and awareness to see if you notice what you was looking for.
Okay. Or could I use investigation on this?
You sure can.
Okay. So 2.
Is it the highest you wish to go?
Let me see. I'll go and spend a willpower. See if I can get a little bit better. So 1 more. So 3.
All right. So yeah, there's a lot of people out here watching. The East Bay is blocked with fire trucks, the police, but off in the park, directly across the street, on East Bay Street, not East Bay Lane. There's a park across the street. You'll off beyond the people. You do notice those two, the two from earlier, the
Zara and Jake.
Zula and Eric,
Sorry,
the two Tremere.
Zula and Eric.
Yes.
I will go over toward them.
Okay. Well, they're sitting on the stones there at the park
Mm-hmm.
in the center and just watching the flames of the building. They don't seem to be getting any closer or any further away.
Okay. I'm going to say to them.
All right. You visible?
I'm going to become visible to do this.
All right. Well,
I'm just
before
gonna
you
come
do,
over and
let me
say-
make sure they don't notice you. Yeah, they're too busy watching the fire.
Okay. I'm going to come up beside them with my hood down, but they'll be able to tell. Where y'all behind this?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
I'm Elijah's.
Oh, Elijah's pet. Maybe you should ask your sire. Certain information would to be given out to just anyone who walks up and asks.
Well, you just kind of have that look of satisfaction.
And?
Oh, well, nothing. Just wondering. I mean, just need to make sure I stay away from all this.
Well, I mean, unless Elijah's given you a task. Has he not given you a task yet?
Oh, well, I have a number of tasks for him.
I'm still curious. Why do you care whether or not we had some hand in that or not?
Well, I'm curious because I'm not really good at explosives.
I guess that's why you weren't asked to plant any.
Yeah, well, okay. Good point, but, always willing to learn.
I mean, it's an anarch hideout, and there's no consequence to us, now is it? Unless
No.
you have...
But it just seems extreme. I mean, explosions and gunfights. I mean, doesn't this get kind of close to, like, making everyone a target?
Oh, what you talking about? It's the gas main break.
Oh, okay.
Unlike the electrical fire that happened a few nights ago.
Yeah. Yeah, over with one of, I know. Okay.
Yes, I lost a good friend to that fire.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, he is just kind of looking as, like, just trying to put pieces together. It's just, okay, it's just too many coincidences in a short period of time.
Whatever do you mean? Are you insinuating something?
No, not insinuating, just concerned.
Well, like I said, that was just a gas fire. I'm sure the arson inspection will show that to be true.
Oh, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. Just like the electrical fire that I heard in the house.
Now, of course, the gang shootout, that is definitely a sad event.
Yeah, that was yeah, I understand that. Okay. Well, have a good night.
Yes, well, nothing like, maybe I just a car in town trying to clear everything out.
Well, that's kind of why I'm worried.
Well, from my understanding, they are already here. They just haven't let themselves be completely known yet. We don't know where they'll strike first.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to assess the situation, but let's just say things are running hot between the Anarchs and us, and best get your information from your sire. I'm sure he has some things for you to do.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry to disturb you. I'll let you go back to watching. And I will sneak back and go into the...
So, you garner from all that, you're quite certain they had a hand in it?
Yeah.
That they may have had it set up, and it may not have been a bomb, but they may have done something to make an actual gas explosion or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just going to that whole little thing of what he's been going through of there are too many coincidences.
Mm-hmm.
And too many fires.
Things are kind of heating up in town, and it's not in a good way.
No. And it's a way that the SI can get even more involved.
As
and
if,
God forbid, a actual Justicar shows up.
Yeah, as if, like you said, somebody's stirring the pot.
Yeah, as if somebody is stirring the pot. And so, I'm gonna go back over to these guys.
All right.
It was a gas fire.
How did you figure that out?
Well, that's what I was told. But, there are going to be cameras here soon, if they're not already setting up. Okay, Angel, make sure you're not photographed. Okay. Make sure you're not photographed.
Am I visible yet?
Pop the umbrella and leave.
Wait a minute. Is that what she was talking about? It was going to rain tonight?
And about that time it starts raining.
Yes, that's exactly what you...
Yeah, as you hear the crash of lightning and the rain comes and somewhat starts to help the firemen put out the fire.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, never mind. I'll leave you at that. At your own speculations, there, Angel.
Okay, I'll put my umbrella up and start walking back, kind of just see water build up. I kind of splash a little bit in it and start to sing in the rain. Start twirling the umbrella. Do a little tap dance.
I whisper to Igor, it would be so sad if he just happened to slip and fall in front of that bus.
Slip and fall.
No. Don't bump.
It's just to make up for Friday's game.
Not going after each other, so.
Yep.
This is payback for Friday's game.
It'd be so sad to see him bounce off the bus and be like, "What happened?" All right. So, what would you guys like to do currently?
Well, I think we need to go back and tell Kristoff what happened.
All right.
Even though he probably suspects.
So you make your way back to 51. Everybody's still outside. Phones out, calling people, asking questions. You guys come walking
Going
up.
around back.
All right. So
I'm going to make sure they go around back too, so Angel is not photographed anymore.
Alright, so you go in through the back door. And of course the guards there let you in without a problem. You head up Kristoff's office. He is on the phone. You have news for me.
It was a... I'll come back to this. It was a gas explosion.
Where?
And there appear to be 4 dead.
4. Okay, and where was it?
403 East Bay.
Oh my.
And the gas inspectors were known Camarilla Tremere.
Was it the ones you were following earlier?
Yep.
Interesting. And they admitted to this?
Oh no, of course not. Yeah. They just were really into watching the handiwork of whoever had done it. With a very self-satisfied look upon their faces.
Understood. Yep, things are definitely starting to heat up.
And goes back to my point, somebody is stirring the pot.
It'd be a good idea to find out whom, because this is a very dangerous game in which they're playing. Or at least for us it is.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
and it is for them too, if anyone finds out who they are.
Yeah. And as I try to explain to them, multiple coincidences in just a few weeks, suddenly Zeke's tirades about, the vampires taking over everything might start making sense to people.
Yes, you might want to keep an eye on your friend. There's no telling what might happen next.
Yeah.
Do you think he's in any danger?
Well, they were saying, nobody is listening to him, which most of the time is true, but I'm going to keep an eye on him from now on. Or keep checking in on him.
Why on earth does he insist on preaching that word of his? Do you know?
You can figure out a Malkavian, please tell me.
Enough said. So yes, might want to keep an eye on him. His safety may be in question.
Yeah.
Well, I did say be careful, but it looks like I need to be more insistent, apparently. What to do next? It might be a good idea for you to, I guess, make your appearance to the prince so they don't catch you in the crossfire.
Yes.
I would suggest you keep our relationship somewhat vague, or at least non-existent. I don't wish you to speak of me while you're there.
We have a relationship.
Very good. He picks up exactly what you were doing. Very good, yes, Dom. What relationship?
You talk about the one where we...
Yes, no.
No.
No. You only know Carla.
Yes.
Yes, only
The
Carla.
only person you know here is Carla. She's the only person here you haven't slept with.
I mean, are we sure?
Yet.
Are we positive about that?
No, but, we can try to say it.
Have you slept with Carla?
I don't think so.
Well, I'm pretty certain you would know. If anyone would.
Odd if I did, even I didn't.
Oh, jeez. He's gonna let the dice decide?
Just the one time, boss. We were closing up, and we had a few... This was before I knew about this.
Okay.
Okay, so I will go and see if I can leave a note for Elijah to set up a meeting with the prince. But I will tell them, when we go see the prince, leave your cell phones behind.
It probably wouldn't be good to call him from the number I got from those people that think we may be associated with the Jesters.
I wouldn't use that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me contact Elijah and say I'm bringing them in, and I will get a place to go, and we'll go from there.
Be sure you pick a good location. I would not trust them too much, but still, might be a good idea at least to meet with them.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. It could be a bad idea. But I don't want you caught in the crossfire of what's going on between the Camarilla and the Anox at this particular point in time. I mean,
Yeah.
Angel, you are a bit nerve-wracking, but it doesn't mean I wish to have you staked because of or burned or exploded or whatever seems to be the case these days.
He seems pretty immune to gunfire so far.
But that shit hurts.
Yes, it does. So does a sword to the gullet. I mean, there's several things that hurt. Guns are just the current one. Have you ever been burned alive? Well, burned, anyway. It's not fun either.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go, and I'm going to leave Elijah a note that I will bring the two to Colonial Park Cemetery tomorrow night.
Alright. Okay.
Since I doubt I have any information on how to get in contact with the prince, except through other people. So. Because I do not have great standing with him. Yes, I am suspect. So.
You're suspect. Why are you suspect?
Oh, it's because of what I am. They don't yet know that I'm actually Theta, but because I look Nosferatu. But I'm suspect because, well, I just don't hang out with the camera. If Elijah asks something of me, I do it. Otherwise, I'm kind of like them, independent. Just I do things for Elijah.
Well, he starts typing something in his computer, moving the mouse around a little bit, and you start hearing a printer going off behind you. Those are for you. They are copies of the pictures that were found in the camera. I'm assuming they are pictures of locations of Anarch resting places or gathering places. Might be an idea to keep an eye on those and see.
Yeah.
And it looks like now might be a good idea to take ourselves a break. It's about 9:30. Like we've taken one yet?
Nope, no, we haven't.
Okay.
So, ladies, we'll be back in about, say, 10 minutes so that everybody can use the bathroom, get drinks, snacks, whatever else you need to do. So don't go too far. We'll be right back. after dealing with giving out explosive details and explosions all in themselves, what are what is the courtier going to do now? Or the Three Stooges, as we've decided to call you.
Well, are we still in the office?
Yeah, I guess you didn't say you've left yet.
Okay. And we are back live, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Boss, don't mind. Do you have hard stock that I could throw in your printer and print out some business cards real quick?
You've not given enough information out without business cards?
Well, see, here's my story. I was
Story
living.
time.
Yes. I was living down Corpus Christi. The love of my life, Isabella Grace. She's the one that turned me about a year ago. Things were going great, and then about 3 weeks ago, she disappears on me. Me being a private investigator, I started tracking things down, found that she used to go to the university out here. So I came out here trying to see if I can find her. And why I came and saw the prince is because I didn't know who she was involved with or whatnot, and if her disappearance was related. So I wanted to get further information through my investigations, and that's why I haven't met the prince yet. So when I meet him tomorrow, I'll be going as Justin King, private investigator at Corpus Christi, looking for his wife, who went missing.
Could you give me a manipulation subterfuge roll?
Subterfuge. Alright. Manipulation.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't find that very believable.
Well, that's because you know who I am.
Yes, but I don't think the prince and the Primogen are going to believe you either.
What if I wheel it really hard?
One.
Well, I'm still not buying it.
Let me just flush it out. Let me flush out the
Yes, flush
Details
sounds like
of-
the proper word for it.
flush out the details before the meeting tomorrow.
Well, I wish you luck. It was nice knowing you, Angel.
All will be well.
He turns back and starts looking out the window.
So here's what I was thinking. Keeping it simple.
Alright.
I was up north, got in the middle of some mafia shit, got bit by somebody in the process, that person died. Having nowhere to go, I came down here to start new. Lay my head low.
No, that's not believable either.
Roll me the same thing, subterfuge / composure. I mean, manipulation. Well, I mean, it's a more believable story than what you told. I believe
So he gets
the phrase,
bit?
the terminology is kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
But he randomly gets bit and thinks, oh, I'll just go to Savannah and figure this
Well, I mean,
vampire
I
shit
understand,
out.
and yours was more elaborate, but for some odd reason his had more of a truthful ring to it.
Mm.
There might be a reason for that. Dom, why don't you tell us really why you're here in Savannah?
Well, I got in the middle of some mafia shit, almost died. They sent me here, and then I died.
See? The reason why is because most of it was truthful. Every good con has to have an ounce of truth for it to be believable. Try that.
Okay. Let me think here. Alright.
Try that on your own time.
Oh. Okay,
I
boss.
don't wish to be a sounding board all night. I have other things that I must attend to now.
Okay, boss. I guess we'll leave.
Are you asking permission?
I'm trying to figure out what these two are doing. Night's young, guys. What do y'all want to do?
Mute.
I don't want to be out in the streets with Jessica running around.
I think you're muted, Robert. Yep.
Remember, I left. There's
Oh.
just the two of them, so I left.
Yeah, that's right. He went to go leave a note for Elijah.
Well, I mean, I'm not terribly hungry, really, so...
Neither am I.
Unless you want to get into the middle of trouble, I don't see a reason of getting in trouble.
Apparently, trouble finds me.
You walked up to her.
Like I knew who she was.
And would it possibly be a better idea to just introduce yourself to the prince as Angel? Since you've already met her, if she ends up being there.
Well, see, here's what I was going to say. If she was there, the reason why I went up to her is because from the back of her, she looked like Isabella.
I'm going to pull out my phone and send a text to Jude asking if they can be at separate times. I don't say anything out loud, you just see me text and put my phone back away.
Were you texting Marcus to get us a ride?
Uh,
Kicking us out right now, or?
No. I was just asking someone a favor.
Yeah, I'll see if I can arrange it.
Yeah, alright. Well, is there anything you need us to do tonight, boss? Look into anything deeper, spy on people?
Might be a good idea to... You could probably check on the other residents, or the other locations if you like, but it might be a good idea to stay...
Your basically telling us to go home.
I'm telling you to try to take it easy. Make sure you don't cause any waves or draw any more undue attention to yourself.
Okay. Well, then I'll text Marcus to come pick me up. You stay at my place tonight?
No.
Okay.
That way, if you get tailed back and yeah, it's fine.
Right. Catch you later then. Yeah, I'll go back to my place and...
Marcus gets, when you call him on the phone or whatever, he tells you he's gonna be a minute
Okay.
because traffic is messed up at the moment due to some explosion downtown.
Okay.
And so Dom, what do you do?
I'm actually gonna go down towards the cemetery, down towards near where Jude's at.
Okay.
But I was gonna go back to the docks my boat was initially at, and hope that the other one I had isn't sunk or too messed up. Hopefully it's been left alone.
The other one you had,
I had a simple bass boat.
it should be fine. No reason for it to be sunk.
Yep. And if it is, I was first gonna go talk to Jude because he's right there basically. He's just up the street from that place. just double checking. Do we plan on just meeting here, or are we gonna wait to see if we hear back?
We need to. Well, we're gonna need to wait and see if Elijah gets back in touch with. But yeah, I mean, I'll talk. I'll see if we can. I can just say that you're not available at the same time.
Yeah, I'm worrying after some of his stories he's coming up with. I don't want to really be too terribly connected to him.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he's insane. That maybe somebody mixed some Malkavian blood in him.
Is that possible?
No.
Maybe he was just, hit on the head a little too much if he goes with that whole Corpus Christi thing.
How far away is your
that was
drop?
the other option is he had been dropped on his head a couple times when he was a kid.
Your drop for Elijah. Can you see it from your trip?
Yes.
Okay. Do you watch it yourself, or you just leave it be?
I will actually watch it tonight.
All right. So probably close to early morning. You do see a young man walk up to it, look around, reach in where you normally put your missives, grabs it, and walks away.
Okay.
You've seen him before. He's human. He just is one of the urchins that Elijah uses to transfer messages back and forth. And he's able to move around in the daylight, so it makes it easier for him if to check messages towards the end of the night and the beginning of the night.
Which makes perfect sense. And so I will now knowing that he has done that, I will go to bed and wait until the next day.
All right. And do you stick around the cemetery, Dom, or do you head on back to your boat?
I'm gonna go ahead and move that second boat up to my other one.
Okay. Easy enough. No problems. It takes about 15-20 minutes before Marcus shows up with a car.
Okay.
So, where you want to go?
Let's go home. It's been kind of one of those off nights for me.
Has it?
Yeah, it has.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Go home, grab a thing of ice cream, and stream some movies.
Well, everybody has a bad night. Let's see.
Did you say you're gonna have ice cream?
Well, now when you're depressed and bad night, you sit and
I just imagine you blush of life just so you can eat ice cream for the night, just to throw it up later.
You guys see that roll?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Supposed to be doing where they roll to me, not you.
Okay.
That's what I was testing to see if you guys see my rolls. They're not supposed to be. Supposed to be DM only. So what am I missing here?
Go to the dice on the left hand side.
Yep,
Do you have GM highlighted?
I sure do.
Fine. Then dice options under. Nope, that. You kind. Go back to edit here.
Well, maybe it's.
So that should just gone there. Oh, point wants to act up on me now.
I'm not even bringing up the character sheet. I understand that. There we go.
Okay. Now that's showing.
Yeah.
Showing the group, right?
I see it.
Oh, whisper rolls on the character sheet. So
Yes. Okay, I got it checked. So I guess that's the difference. Even though I say GM for the roll, it still rolls it out loud. Let's see. Alright, we'll double check and see what happens. You still see it? I'm gonna say that's a no.
I do see. Yes.
You guys see it on roll 20 where it rolled?
I do.
The wits awareness, yeah. The
Underneath
last
me?
one, yeah.
Alright, well, I have no idea. I clicked whisper roll and that's what happens. Alright, well, never mind then. So he takes you back to your place, opens the door, lets you out, drives away.
Alright. I'm gonna go up to my room, kind of way to Gilbert's, and then I'll put on, Magnum PI, Columbo, Veronica Mars, and Originals.
And
Probably want
originals?
some- yeah.
Not much
Try to
PI.
get. Huh?
Not much PI in originals.
No, but I could probably learn, vampire etiquette when meeting princes and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like when they finally meet Marcel in the beginning with claws and.
Sure.
I know I'm going to get
And-
steak
and-
tomorrow. It's okay.
I will, tell, Angel, whatever his new name is, to meet me at, like 9 o'clock and tell Igor get here around 8. Or, 9:30 for Angel.
Alrighty then. So you do your little binge watch. I guess we'll go ahead and finish off the night.
Tomorrow?
So,
Okay, so tomorrow, or next time, we'll be meeting with the prince.
so let's go ahead and rouse you for the next night.
Alright.
Doing good.
Okay, you have no problems getting up there, Dom. Judd, for some odd reason, keeps waking up hungry.
Yeah, but I have one last blood bag, and then I'll have to go get some more tonight.
Yep, and
I reluctantly get up.
yeah, you get up. Alright, so what are you gonna do?
I see his text. I'll get cleaned up. Put on my suits. That's similar to the one I wore the night before, just colors are reversed.
Alright.
So it's a red suit with black tie, black collar and stuff like that.
Alright, so we'll hold there. What's the first thing you do, Dom, when you wake up?
I'm actually going to make my way, or check to see if I got anything from Judd, and if I do, I'll go down there.
Okay, Judd, did you leave him any messages?
Well, I left him a message, to come and meet me at the cemetery. So,
Alright.
well, not my cemetery, but, yeah. The one downtown.
Okay. And, is that, so the two of you are heading towards the cemetery downtown? Is that
That's
what I'm
right.
hearing?
I would be, yes.
Yep.
Alright, so, Angel, You get up,
Yes.
you get dressed.
Mm-hmm. And then I will head on down. I will go get my bike, and I'll ride it to wherever Robert told me to meet him at 9:30.
All right.
Yeah.
So you go downstairs to the parking garage. You get your bike.
Mm-hmm.
As you're pulling out of the garage, a black car pulls up into the to block the exit.
Alright.
A gentleman steps out of the front seat, walks around, opens the door, and looks at you.
Can I help you?
He motions for you to get in.
My bike won't fit in there.
He motions for you to get in.
I'll pull my bike over, lock it. Or take my gloves off, my jacket off, my helmet off. Send Robert a text going, "Oh, it's been fun, guys. Being picked up."
Okay.
Time to get rid of that phone.
And actually, that was my initial thing, was crushing the phone, dropping, breaking the SIM card,
Yeah.
dropping in another trash can.
And as I'm walking towards him, I'll crush mine, and toss it, and hop in the car. So,
Closes the door, and you'll notice when you get in, you're in a limo that's got seats facing each other, but there's nobody else in it. The divider window between you and the driver is up, and as soon as the door closes, you hear the locks click, and the vehicle takes off.
okay. You could at least put some wine or champagne back here. Some cheese and
So
crackers.
after the rest of you get that text, what would you like to do?
Well, I mean, I told Elijah I would meet him at the cemetery, so I'm still going over to the cemetery.
Yeah, I would make sure I have the numbers that I need in the new phone, and if I got a message, destroy, toss, all that fun stuff, and then meet him at the cemetery.
Okay, so the two of you meet up at the cemetery. You go to the location in which you're supposed to meet Elijah.
Yep.
You do not see Elijah.
Okay. Well, I'll wait, because, I mean, Elijah will be invisible until he wants to be seen. So.
Alright. Let's see. You do hear out of the shadows, "Well, this is going to turn out to be an interesting night."
Well, I have a feeling it will.
And you see two cars pull into the cemetery.
Okay.
One pulls off to the left, the other one pulls off to the right of your opening, where you're sitting at.
Uh-huh.
The first one opens the driver gets out, walks around, and opens the door. The entire time you were riding, you could not see out the windows. They are that tinted.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
as soon as the car, you feel the car stop. You hear the door in the front shut. The driver opens the door, and you're looking out into a cemetery
Uh-huh.
with, I guess, Dom and Judd standing there.
Oh. I could have rode my bike here. I was coming to meet.
The other car, the driver gets out, opens up the door, and the first thing you see is long legs and high heels. Step out. Out steps Miss Osborne. Followed suit is another gentleman. Looks like to be about a middle-aged man with short, heavy brown hair and light blue eyes. His skin texture is umber hue. He dresses in a kind of a dress bohemian style outfit.
Okay. And I know who this is.
Yes. This is the prince.
Yes.
He kisses her on the hand, and about this time, Elijah becomes visible,
Mm-hmm.
as do two other Nosferatus.
Mm-hmm.
Another car pulls up, and two other people step out of those. You recognize Lucidus and Etienne.
Yep, the two people I would be most concerned with.
And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. If you want to see whether or not Angel ends up getting a very bad sunburn come daybreak, or if he's able to talk his way out of this situation, check back with us on Sunday next week and find out. Don't forget, though, to check with us on Wednesday as well as Friday for our other two games, To Organize Play on Wednesday and Consequences of Chaos, which seems to be the running gag for every game that we play in on Friday.
Hey, but it's working.
We're not called the Misfits of Roll Hit Die for nothing. So, yes, please check back with us. I hope you enjoyed this evening's game. Remember, we're in this adventure called Life Together, so please keep that golden rule in mind and treat those around you the way you would like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.
Bye.